This, I think you have to say yes to this, and I still want to see you. So the first three are really simple. So we'll talk a little bit about bioenergetics and trauma sensitive movement that you can incorporate into your classes or your private lessons. So standing and dissolving comes from actually Tai Chi uh, or Qigong also. And dissolving is a way to bring people into their breath and their body. So it's a very simple grounding exercise. Of grounding meaning, if people are too up, right, too hyped up, we want to get them down, just like we talked about that gas pedal brake, parasympathetic, sympathetic. We're trying to get, balance. So if you notice that your people are very jumpy, standing dissolving is a great way to just get them back to neutral. And it's just like a mountain pose. So you have people stand in neutral. I'm going to step back a little bit. And they got their feet on the ground. And that's the awareness, is about really getting the feet on the ground and dissolving. So let's go ahead and stand in our favorite way. Maybe it's mountain pose or simple Tai Chi stance, which might be a little further apart with the feet. Our knees are bent, and in a bioenergetic stance, so you have mountain, Tai Chi, and in a bioenergetic stance, we do tuck under a little bit, and we try to get some bouncing kind of in the legs, that feeling of the thighs, that energy is not stiff in the thighs. So the belly is also a little bit out there. So it's not like Pilates where they're sucking in their gut. We want this sensation of relaxation. Okay, the sensation of relaxation. And if you want, you can close your eyes or gaze upon something in front of you to give you a central focus. Excellent. Excellent. And dissolving is very simple. We'll just start with a simple breath, inhaling through the nose and through the mouth, exhaling and letting out a sigh. Yes. And take a breath in and let out a sigh. That's it. And then wiggle your fingers a little bit. Good. Wiggle your toes a little bit, and we'll take another breath. And now we're going to yawn. You just feel like you're force out a yawn and just feel your body dissolving kind of towards the earth. We'll do about 5 yawns together. Breathe in. Shake your legs a little bit. You really force that yawn today. Take a breath. And beautiful. And do a few more of those. Just soften the knees, wiggle. And let's try one more yawn together. Breathing in and forcing out. Letting your eyes relax. And notice how your body's sinking. You almost feel like it's going from a solid to a liquid into a gaseous state of air. And then from there, just take a few breaths, soften the knees, and we will go ahead and lift our shoulders up And we're going to create tension. So we went from dissolving to now I really want you to create tension in your shoulders. Yes. And then just push them down. Yes, like that. Good. I'm going to come a little closer. Create tension in the shoulders, maybe even make a fist, and then release the tension. Good. Create tension, breathe in, and then let out a ha. Good. Breathe in, tension, and ha. Good. Try it again. Breathe in, create tension, ha. We're going to go a little faster. Ha. 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 Faster. Ha. 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 And shake everything out. And go ahead and shake. Shake your hands. Shake your face. Shake your feet. And we're literally going to pretend like we're a baby mad. We did not get our way because we wanted our way and we didn't get the thing that we wanted. And we're going to shake it all out. And on the count of 3, we can let out a big yell. 1, 2, 3. And then stand in dissolving position. Eyes open or closed, and become aware of your breathing. And your heartbeat by placing your right or left hand on your heart, or both. Or so even, maybe even noticing the pulse at the neck. So respiration, increase. Heart rate increase. Good. All right. Let's just take a pause here. So those 3 things, you guys, are ways, right, that we're putting the brakes on. Does that make sense? And then we're pushing on the brakes. It's back and forth. Okay? So those 3 are nice for releasing tension. Shake, shake, shake. They're all bioenergetic releases. Okay, my other favorite one for adrenal energy is called the stomper. Similar to what we just did, except what you do is you're in the room and you have everybody do a very light, flat foot stomp. It's not a big stomp because you don't want them to hurt their heels, but just a little stomping. I'm going to get a little bit closer. And your feet stomping, stomping, stomping. And then just have them shake. And then what I do with my students is I just have them kind of turn around the room, maybe even walk past each other so that everybody feels involved. And just get it really good. So you want to get that energy from the ground up the body to the head. And we're going to do another power yell in a second. And get that energy. You really want to get that energy flowing. Short stomp. On the count of 3, we let out one more release. Take a breath in. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. And then again, you can have them either place their hand on their heart, excuse me, or just find their pulse, or stand in dissolving position. And what we've done is we've also created energy up from the earth through the body. They're ultimately a release. But that's another one you can use to bring people up and then bring them back down. Questions so far? No? Okay. One of my favorite ones for adrenal release, get off my back or get out of my way. So get out of my way is kind of fun. And we're probably not going to have time to do all these today, but get out of my way is like you go like this. And you want that little facial you want the whole thing, because you talked about that social nervous system. So it's really easy. You're pulling, you're lifting, pulling something, and it's basically get out of my way. So you can say, get out of my way. So say it. Get out of my way. 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 One more time. Get out of my way. And then you can release them. And the idea is to do it enough times, excuse me, that the emotion starts to come up, right? So we only did it a few times, but if you had, and you start to get warm too. After you do that, or you give them the opportunity to have a thought where they really feel like, fuck you, get out of my fucking way, Again, it's an opportunity to get rid of some emotion, or to, get that emotion up and then move it. Because we want that feeling to not stick in the person's body. We want to have them feel like there's a way, stuff they don't have control over. And it's fun, too. All right, now I know this is Paul's favorite one. Get off my back. Do you want to do it? You want me to do it? He wants me to do it. Okay. Really easy, another one. Excuse me. Say I was releasing something there. So this one, just want to be careful with people's shoulders. So it's two things. Here, here. So it's squeezing rhomboids, rear delts, but also opening up the chest and the throat. Now, when people feel a lot of stuff on their back, their posture tends to be very forward, right? Forward leaning. And their chest gets more closed off. So this one actually does both. Opens the chest and gets the back. So now have them think about something that's on your back. Maybe it's a project or person in your life. Usually it's person in your life. Have a back pain, something on our back. So we verbalize it by just saying the same thing. Get off my back in rhythm. Get off my back. Get off my back. And then emotion. Get off my back. A little facial expression. Off my back. Get off my back. Let's do it 5 times. Get off my back. Get off my back. Get off my back. Get off my back. Get off. One more time. Get off my back. And then just roll the shoulders out, wiggle the fingers, shake a little bit, maybe even take the head around. And then we're going to go forward into a forward fold. So your forward folds in Loenian is regressive. So go ahead and stay down there. And if you're comfortable with that, if not, put your elbows to your knees instead, okay? So whichever way, and then you're just going to lift one or both heels as you shake your head yes a little bit. And a light heel drop. And I'm going to combine this today with yes and no. So we're going to start with saying no, 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 every time we drop our heel. No, 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 no. Now say yes, 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 yes. Shake your head. Yes, 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 yes. Now pick. Do you rather say no or yes? Yes or no at your own pace. Yes, 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 or no, 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 or I'm confused. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You get the point. Bend the knees, slowly roll yourself up. We're going to go into, I'm going to go into a bioenergetic arch, which is another big one. I try to do it after the body's warm. Paul loves this one. And you have to be careful with the person's spine. But the idea here is to get everything to open up in the front of the body. And you want them to feel uncomfortable a little bit with this. So we're going to stay here and we'll let out a couple of sighs if you're comfortable with that. Take a breath in. And a little ha. Ah. 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 And then back into regression in our forward fold. And you can go back to heel drops, yes or no, or just simple heel drops without any sound at all, or just anything that feels good in that moment with your clients. And let's take a breath and come back up nice and slow. You want to be careful, people will start to get dizzy on this. Bend the knees, take them back to bioenergetic arch, and either have them make a sound or just take some really big breaths through the nose or through the mouth even, I want to get a sympathetic response, so I'll have them just breathe through the mouth to really increase the sympathetic response. And then take them back into forward fold again, into regression, and maybe do a few heel drops and shake the head and do that. Take a breath and let's come back up and find yourself standing in a comfortable way. And you're ready. Whew. All right, good. So regression poses in bioenergetics are things where you go like forward fold, child's pose, things like that. Expressive poses are things like what we've been doing, a little more emotion, and then typically some kind of back extension. So you have the regressive and the expressive, and you're trying to gas pedal brake people, sympathetic, parasympathetic, without them knowing that's what you're doing. Okay, so another favorite one is shaking fists. So this is a protest. So the idea, right, again, it's all about an idea, right, and it's through our body. So when somebody's like, traffic or whatever, and it's just like, so that you can see they clench their teeth, which is very common for trauma survivors. You'll notice a lot of that. So I'm just going to have you just take your fists and just for today, maybe just tap against the masseter around the jaw a little bit. Don't punch yourself in the face, but just lightly tap it and make a little yawn or a sound. Oh, yeah, so very lightly. And then we're just going to protest a little bit. So let's think of something. God, there's so many things to protest these days. I'm not sure what to pick. So you can pick something for them, or you can have them pick something, and you just go, why? Okay, you say the word why. Why? 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 Or any word that works. I do this one a lot with the cancer, when I work with the cancer patients, because they don't understand. Why did this happen to me? Why is this happening? Why? So shaking fists, it seems really silly and stupid, but I'll tell you, when you do it long enough to get that response, it actually breaks down that tension and gives people a feeling of control, or the expression. They are able to say, why is this happening? instead of holding it deep, deep inside of their body. Is this making sense at all? Okay. So that's shaking fists. Another one that's fun to do with fists is driving fists. So this one I used to get in my aerobics class. I used to have people just do this like as part of the routine and like run around the room. But driving fists is fun. I mean, it's that simple. You're just punching. Now, if you teach a boxing class, you can do that kind of thing. Rage and anger, rage and anger. I'm pissed off. What am I pissed off about? You know, so any kind of fist moving is pretty helpful. Yeah, it really breaks up the energy. And you can have them think, or you can think about whatever you want them to think about. And then go ahead and shake out the wrists, open the jaw. Again, this is going to get really tight. So you'll watch for jaw clenching. And I'll tell you the truth, you don't even have to watch for it. Just say every like 10 minutes, relax your jaw. Because 9 out of 10 people are clenching their jaw throughout your entire class. Okay? All right. And then this one is called twisting and swinging. This is from, you've probably done this in yoga too. But bioenergetics and Tai Chi, Qigong, one of the reasons I like it so much, and I use it often, probably every day with somebody, is it also stimulates the adrenal glands above the kidneys. So I want to gently pat the top of my hand right at the lowest rib, not hard, but just a gentle tap as I twist and have the person just kind of look back a little bit. You could also do this, I sometimes call it driving in reverse when I'm doing spinal twists, but it's just called twisting and swinging, and you're just having them do a very light tap to squeeze like any toxins out of their body and to stimulate the adrenal glands, right? The adrenaline levels in our body. Either stimulate them, you can do it faster, so go a little bit faster with the breath, a little bend in the knees. Or if people are too stimulated, you do it a little more slowly with a hold. So I have two ways that I would do it. I would either do it fast if I need to increase their energy level, or I'll slow it down to even maybe where I have them hold, inhale, exhale, or the other way. And that would work with just in your yoga class, you know, any kind of spine twist as well, because it's the same thing. And then you could have them do a sigh, like that. And then the last thing I want to talk about real quick is lying supine, which we kind of talked about, that idea of letting go. I'm not going to have you lie supine because we're going to sit back down. Basic belly breathing, and just getting those legs to vibrate. So let's have a seat, and we'll talk about this, and I'm going to shut the recording off because we won't need to do any more of that right now. Good.